I'll be there when you're down, when you're losing your crown, till the afterglow, the afterglow. One down, three down. Fading away, you look so great when you gotta shine. One more part of you is gone now, as you keep smiling at the crowd. Pressure is your best enemy, spotlights show what I wanna see. Sometimes it feels like you're under attack, you just can't break free. I'll be there when you're down, when you're losing your crown, till the afterglow, the afterglow. I'll be there when you fall, when you're losing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Friday night time for the Smackdown Security Detail. With you as always is me, Chris Best here. We're watching the opening promo video here. I know that Smackdown was live earlier today, 8 a.m. It was live, but you know, just like always, we've always got other things on the go here, and so we've decided to do this one right now. But they are showing like a video of the crown jewel belts making their way from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, all the way to Perth, Australia, where tomorrow night those belts will be competed for. And there we go. There's the beautiful skyline of Perth, Australia. And we're getting things started off with CODY RHODES making his way into the building here. And I got to say, just looking at the setup, I kind of like the set we've got for what'll be SmackDown and Crown Jewel and Raw, actually, on Monday. We got Pete coming in saying, "Evening, my lord. How's it going, Pete? Glad to have you here. Just watching some SmackDown as CODY RHODES is making his way to the ring here. I didn't watch it earlier today, so no spoilers once again." Me neither, because that's 8 a.m. for me. I won't be watching Crown Jewel live either. There will be a PLE patrol tomorrow evening. We're looking at 7 p.m. Eastern, which would be midnight for you, Pete. But Cody's got the microphone in his hand. Let's take a look and see what he has to say. Well, Cody Rhodes having a little bit of fun with the announcers, tossing it to Michael Cole. I forgot to mute my own self there. But Cody Rhodes, yeah, having a little bit of fun with the announcers there, throwing the microphone to Michael Cole, wondering what the crowd was saying, but he was calling, the crowd was saying Seth's a wanker. And that's what, yeah, that was hilarious, Pete. That was awesome. But a very definitive statement, as Michael Cole said, from Cody Rhodes there, saying that he is the one that he cannot beat. And that's kind of true because, as we pointed out in the past few weeks, Seth Rollins is 0 for 22 against Cody Rhodes. But tonight, Aleister Black and Damian Priest settled their score in a last man standing matchup. The Street Profits will be challenging the Wyatt Six for the Tag Team Championships. And Stephanie VAQUER and Tiffany Stratton will be getting ready for their tag team match against GIULLIA and KIANA James. And we're starting the action off hot and heavy with the United States Championship Open here. Gotta wonder who Sami Zayn who Sami Zayn will be defending the title against. But while we're waiting on Sami Zayn's first next opponent here, why don't we take a look at our shop?
The Turnbuckle Studios store is open for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the merch and represent the best from the shows you watch on a weekly basis. Multiple styles to choose from with over 10 products available. Don't get left out and pick up all your favorites today. Find us at carlcarafel.redbubble.com.
Yeah, that's right. If you want to go to the website, all you got to do is go to turnbucklestudios.org, click that shop button. It'll bring you over to carlcarafel.redbubble.com. And from there, you'll be able to purchase all kinds of turnbuckle affiliation merchandise. Whether it's you want to buy yourself a hoodie, some stickers, some throw pillows for your sofa, carlcarafel.redbubble.com is that place to go. Nick Aldis talking to Jacob too. Cody was talking to him beforehand, but I missed what was said there. Oh, Jacob Batu is being attacked by Drew McIntyre right now. Well, damn. Damn, Shinsuke Nakamura stepping up to challenge Sami Zayn for the United States title here. This is going to be one hell of a matchup, guys. It's been several months since we last saw Shinsuke on TV. This was Sami Zayn was also Shinsuke's first matchup in WWE on NXT. But Nakamura looking dang good in this match so far. Both men now trading blows in the middle of that ring there. Oh, look at the look on Nakamura's face as he tells Sami to basically just bring it. And now they're Sami with those, or I mean Shinsuke with those hard blows to Sami. It surprises me how Sami can withstand all those blows. And Sami's head just got taken off with that kick there. 2 count only. A little bit of a sloppy cover from Nakamura there. Sami taking Shinsuke's head off with his own clothesline. And now Sami looking. So yeah, Sami's going up top there. Oh, I thought Shinsuke had him off that driver. Or, I mean, Sami. I thought Sami had him off that driver there. It looked like a Michinoku driver of some kind. Oh, an exploder suplex into the corner there. Sami's looking to finish off Shinsuke here. Can he do it? No, not right there. But Shinsuke may want to think about countering with a Kinshasa, but no, he's going up on the second rope. Oh, maybe that was a Kinshasa to the back of the head. That might do it. Nakamura knocking Sami to the outside there. Oh, and a haluva kick on the outside there, right at the barricade. Referee's at a count of 4 now. Oh, there's the Kinshasa again, just as Sami was getting in on the count of 9. Sami with the foot on the ropes, though. On some sort of a step-up kick to the back of the head from Nakamura there. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody just... Who is this? Tama Tonga is back, and the MFTs are surrounding the ring right now. And they are ganging up on Sami here. Nakamura coming in, attempting to make the save, but now they're ganging up on him. Oh, holy God, they are just murdering both these men right now. One has to wonder, where is Solo Fatu in this whole situation right now? Oh, there he is. He just showed up. Both Nakamura and Sami Zayn laid out in the middle of the ring as the MFTs stand tall above them. Just wow. But you know what else is could stand tall above everything else, guys? You. and we want you to join us.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, videos games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
Yes, and we want you to tap that join button over at turnbucklestudios.org. Hit that join button, fill out that application, and we'll read it. We'll get to you as soon as we can. turnbucklestudios.org/join. But right now we are looking at a replay of what just took place here with the MFTs now 5 men strong here. So next week on SmackDown, coming from San Jose, California, it will be Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre going one-on-one with one another. But right now, women's tag team action is coming up as Stephanie VAQUER and Tiffany Stratton are going to be teaming up, like I mentioned before, to take on GIULLIA and KIANA James, and what should be a heck of a matchup here. Question remains in this match is how is Tiffany and Stephanie going to coexist in this match? But this is what led to it here. KIANA James and GIULLIA attacking Tiffany Stratton and then talking down to Stephanie VAQUER, which led to all 4 women just going at it here. And here comes Giulia. Giulia and KIANA James here, getting ready for tag team action as well. And we got Stephanie VAQUER starting it off with KIANA James in the ring right now. And she done ticked off Stephanie with that knee to the gut there. Now, Stephanie already looking for the devil's kiss right off the start. And yeah, she's just going to town, slamming her head up against that mat. You know who else is going to town here? Everybody on the SmackDown roster. This has been one heck of a show thus far. But now Giulia standing in opposite Stephanie. And this is a match I would 100% like to see right now. And Giulia immediately tagging back in KIANA James there. Now KIANA just ramming her shoulder into the gut of Stephanie VAQUER. Both women cutting off that corner, keeping Stephanie in their corner, cutting off the corner from Tiffany Stratton there. And now Giulia going, looking to go airborne here. And a beautiful front drop kick off that top rope. And yes, folks, later on tonight, we do have a last man standing match between Damian Priest and Aleister Black. We also have WWE Tag Team Championship action coming up as the Street Profits finally get the rematch against the Wyatt Six. Stephanie looking to make the tag there. She was inches away before KIANA dragged her away from the tag there. And a beautiful enziguri knocking KIANA down a little bit, staggering her. And now Tiffany is finally in the ring there. It looked like Tiffany was going for some sort of an Alabama slam kind of maneuver. Now Giulia taking advantage over Tiffany Stratton. And we got one, Mr. Chris. How you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Shocking start to SmackDown tonight, but it was good.
Good, good.
And right now, as you can see, we've got a very enjoyable women's tag team match going on right now.
Yes, we do.
Now, the question I had going into this match was how were Stephanie and Tiffany going to coexist in this match? And so far, it just seems like they're coexisting just fine.
Yeah, I mean, they have no choice, though, because if they want to make it to not only Crown Jewel tomorrow, but also have a match that they both want, they're going to have to work together.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to give a hand to Giulia or Kiana James in any way, because you're just doing yourself a disservice if you let any one of them get an advantage.
Exactly. What I'm kind of liking about this on Stephanie VAQUER's side is we're getting some matches for Stephanie that I'd like to see somewhere down the line. Well, even for Tiffany too. But I really want to see Giulia and Stephanie have a one-on-one now.
Well, I can go back a few months in NXT when they did that.
Yeah, could do that.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
I briefly did, but I want to see it on the main roster now. But Tiffany picks up the win off the prettiest moonsault ever.
Wasn't sure if I was actually on. What I love about Netflix, and you want to get to the same spot and you rewind it, they always go by 10 seconds, not by individual seconds. So thanks, Netflix, for making things very simple.
Yeah. As we got RUCA and ZARIA in the background, or in the backstage right now.
Now, the question is, do we see this as a foreshadow of these two being called up, or do we think this is just a way for the tag titles to be used in other promotions like or divisions like NXT?
Well, originally those titles were supposed to be defended on all three brands, but how long has it been since NXT competitors had a shot at the tag titles, right?
Well, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss have been on NXT as tag champions, so that's not saying that they haven't been. And I think Homecoming, if I'm not mistaken, they did have a title match.
Yeah, but I meant like prior to them, because like it felt like forever before Charlotte and Alexa finally got the tag titles.
Yeah, but I mean, the one thing I think we can make a very honest approach is the NXT women's division is not that deep when it comes to tag teams. In fact, RUCA and ZARIA are kind of it right now.
Yeah, it's between them and Fatal Influence, maybe.
And Fatal Influence is not a tag team when there's two people and one of them's a singles champion.
Yeah. But, well, I was going to say, you could say the same thing for RUCA and ZARIA, but they've been tagging more often than Soul's been wrestling singles.
Yeah.
Oh, the tag team title matches now.
Yeah, the Street Profits are back to the old music.
It seems like I've heard a lot of wrestlers are going back to their old themes starting tonight.
Well, I think the Def Rebel experience is over.
Mm.
I believe their contracts are up, if I'm not mistaken. Which I'll just say, at this point, I'm okay if they go back to CFOs. They had bangers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still go with my original idea and just bring Mr. Jim Johnston back to head of music division in WWE. I mean, you had WWE Studios. Why don't you kind of keep that going and just increase music to it?
Yeah, that's one thing I always thought about too, with especially with WWE films. Why couldn't they get Jim Johnston to write some of the music for the movies that they did?
Because I don't think he wanted to. I think there came a time where he was doing that and then just wanted to focus on doing his own individual stuff. And that's why it kind of led to him leaving. But I'll say this, since we're in this time of wondering who's all going to be in the 2026 Hall of Fame, Jim Johnson, people, let's do it.
Yes, please. But right now they're showcasing a bunch of landmarks around Australia. Why don't we showcase some of our shows that we have around here? Take a look.
Our landmarks.
Yeah.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday we go TNA when we brace for Impact at 7:55 p.m. Eastern. Friday we secure all details as we answer the call for the Smackdown Security Detail at 8 p.m. Eastern. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. Eastern. On Sundays be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
Yeah, and if you want all the information on all the shows, all you got to do is click on over to turnbucklestudios.org. Click the shows button. You'll be able to find all the latest programming we have under the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. That's turnbucklestudios.org.
No, we don't see Uncle Howdy. Very interesting.
Yeah, it is intriguing. I wonder if it's more of the mind games that the WYATTS are known to play.
Perhaps. I did want to also touch on, since we just played that calendar, that the one show that you do not see is the PLE Patrol. That will take place tomorrow night, I believe at 8 p.m. Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I said 7 p.m. Earlier, but 8 p.m. works better.
Okay, well, this is why we communicate. Yeah. But yeah,
no, it was a slip up on my tongue. So
oh, okay. But Just letting everybody know that we are aware that Crown Jewel is being done in the morning of that for a lot of North American people. So this is just a way for the majority of us to come together to watch it. So just a little backstory of why we're doing it later than everyone else.
Yeah, and as a programming note too, Saturday night gaming tomorrow will become Saturday afternoon gaming.
As well as the Raw Patrol on Monday will be at 8 a.m. Eastern Time with a special 7 a.m. Eastern Time locker room breakdown. Then also join Bubba Duke and his channel for the Bound for Glory watch along coming this Sunday.
I don't think you're going to pin GACY. Yeah, I figured Nikki Cross was going to get involved. Oh, now BFAB getting involved with Nikki Cross.
Yeah. As she should. I'm very impressed with BFAB in this role. For someone that really brings energy, she definitely does.
And we gushed over Maxine Dupree and her performance on Raw, but BFAB's in-ring performance too is starting to get a little bit of traction in my eyes as well.
Well, it was when she was competing in the ring. She hasn't for a while on SmackDown, but yeah, she is definitely someone that is a good surprise. I don't think a lot of people expected her to be as impressive as she was.
Oh, wow, that's it.
And I will say this finishing move from GACY and LUMIS is just getting more and more fluid as we see it.
Yeah, not just the finishing maneuver, but them together as a tag team as a whole.
Yeah.
But just like that, they retained the tag titles. I thought the Street Profits were going to give them more of a fight than what we saw there.
Well, I think too.
Oh,
When you have the teams in there, at any given point, anybody can be put down quickly. I don't think it's a matter of who didn't put up a fight. I think it's just a matter of, it's like a heavyweight contest in the UFC. Both parties can swing, but sometimes it just takes one shot and boom, the fight's over just like that.
yeah, there have been UFC fights I've seen that should have gone multiple rounds but ended in like 7 seconds.
Yeah, and now that we see the MFTs staring down the Wyatts right now, this is one of those examples that you blink, it could be over. But speaking of not, I mean, the face paint that's now on the MFTs, Tama Tonga is back. And we're seeing Nikki Cross step up as solo.
But this is going to be a war right here.
Yeah, and what a way to kind of do something with the whole MFTs that isn't bloodline-ish. Like, it really now feels like they're their own group.
Now, I don't know if this is going to happen, but could this be War Games?
Maybe, but I believe aren't you doing 5-on-5 at War Games, or is it 4-on-4?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out because, well, we've got Uncle Howdy who's missing, and the question is who would join the Wyatt Six in that situation?
Bring back Killer Cross.
I'd be okay with that. I think everybody would be okay with that, though.
I mean, we do have a lot of like gothic type figures in WWE, or a lot of like the supernatural. So anybody could really fill in that role, especially when we talk about connections to Bray, like our Randy Orton very well.
Randy Orton would make a lot of sense.
As we're getting that replay of The Miz attacking Carmelo Hayes, costing him his opportunity to challenge Sami for that U.S. title last Friday. So Mellow Don't Miz is officially over. Let's hear from The Miz and hear why.
That promo out of The Miz kind of had both heel and babyface tendencies in there. So I kind of can't figure out what he is right now.
Well, I mean, that was totally heel because he cut down, he insulted, he basically said that he was the bigger star. He was very egotistical as well. So I think it's very clear that was the case. But I mean, talking about the supernatural type figures, we now have Aleister Black in here as we're kind of gearing towards that last man standing match with Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm. And that last man standing, that match is up next.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will be letting everybody know that for those who are watching here on Twitch, we will be rating out at the end. So stay with us because we'll be rating out to the Jean Hughes, who is doing a charity stream. So show him some support when we go to that raid at the end because he is doing something for a great cause. So go support him and let him know that the Turnbuckle Studios are there to support Jean used in his charity stream. Now, normally I know on Turnbuckle Talk you guys have given predictions for an upcoming PLE, but you didn't. I don't believe you did that this past week. So
No.
Before we get to that main event, quickly, what are your predictions for Crown Jewel tomorrow?
Give me 1 second. I've actually got the match card here. So
yeah.
So Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed. I get the feeling that Roman is finally going to go over. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. I kind of want to see this feud continue, so I kind of want the Kabuki Warriors to go over, and not just to continue that feud, but to actually bolster the women's tag division over on Raw as well with that win. I've been going back and forth with this Tiffany Stratton Stephanie VAQUER match, and I think I'm going to settle on Tiffany. And I'm basing that on the fact that she's had more big matches this year than Stephanie has. Granted, they've won all of their big matches. Tiffany just edges her out just that much more, in my personal opinion. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins here. And I'm just going based off the numbers on how Seth has never beaten Cody. I think I'm going to go... I'm going to pick Seth to take the win.
Now, you say that based on that thing, but let's also take into account Rhea Ripley still has yet to beat Io Sky in a one-on-one match, and it's been a very large amount of matches.
It's the same thing for Cody and Seth, because I know they're saying 0-3, but the real number is actually 0-22.
No, it's 0-3 because we don't count dark or house shows. I'll say this, and I'm going to go on a little tangent. Nerds, shut up. We count TV matches, not these stupid freaking dark matches, house shows. They don't count.
I had a look at them, and they were all TV matches.
We don't count from the past. It's all about current day.
Okay, then we can eliminate the 0-3 then, because that's in the past too.
No, like when Cody Rhodes came back, we're talking there.
Yeah,
like,
but
if we don't talk about Stardust, then we don't talk about that time.
John Cena versus AJ Styles is the match I don't have a prediction for yet.
I'll do this quickly as we are getting Damian Priest right now. I have Stephanie VAQUER simply because I do believe the focus is on her right now and not Tiffany Stratton.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Tiffany Stratton has definitely had her time. She's been the champion for almost a year. And I think we're going to see kind of the fall of that reign coming up soon. And I really do believe she will not be champion by the year's end. So I have Stephanie there. I do have Seth Rollins because I'm not believing this whole walking out of the Vision thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually do believe that there's going to be a new member of the Vision appearing at Crown Jewel in some form. Whether that's who I want to see in Ilya Dragunov, I don't know. But I do think that there is something up the sleeve of Seth Rollins. I do have the Kabuki Warriors winning, not because of keeping this feud thing. They can keep that going regardless of who wins in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now it better suits somebody like Kairi Sane if she was to get a win over a Rhea or a Io at this point. I like what they're doing. They're making her matter more. And I think a win for Kairi for her team establishes her closer to a level that the other three are on. And then in terms of AJ Styles and John Cena, I'm going AJ Styles because I don't think John Cena needs to win another match ever again.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think this is just a matter of putting people over. I think they are, and when I say they, WWE is putting this, he needs one more win to get to this number. I think that's just smoke. I think that is just a distraction that you're hoping that he'd get it, and then he doesn't. I don't think it truly matters. And then Roman Reigns and Bronson. This one I'm giving to Bronson Reed. For the sole purpose of it will help establish Bronson Reed that much more. We know that when it came down to the Shula Fala, Roman got that win. Roman got the Shula Fala back. So this is where I see Bronson getting that win back.
Honestly, I forgot that Roman did get that win. So I'm going to change. I'm going to go with Bronson too, but I'm going to say Bronson based off the fact that Braun Breaker is going to be the X factor in that match. Because I still feel like I believe that this is all going to build to Roman and Braun Breaker somewhere down the line. Maybe at Survivor Series, maybe at Saturday night's main event.
I think there might be a slow play to that all the way to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be easily the biggest match of Braun Breaker's career if he faces Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now, as Aleister Black's making his way to the ring, I have to wonder. We were hearing a lot of things about would some of the other people from House of Black join him in WWE, and how in my eyes, when Malachi Black was in AEW, he benefited from a group. Right now, this standalone is fine, but I feel there needs to be more if he's going to continue as a heel, or he might get really lost in their shuffle. If he was to start a group, without saying Wyatt Six, because I think it's better to keep them separate, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who do you see in that?
I mean, if they weren't feuding right now, I mean, Damian Priest would be a good addition to that group. And I'm going to also think outside the box here because he was a member of the House of Black, and I wouldn't mind seeing him back in the WWE. Buddy Matthews, I wouldn't mind seeing coming back.
I don't think that's going to happen because I do believe he re-signed not too long ago with AEW.
He did.
But yeah. Oh, I'm trying to. Who are the two that Karrion Kross just affiliated with on the independent circuit?
Oh, on the Indies? I thought you were going to mention the Authors of Pain for a second.
No. On the Indies.
I am not certain.
I know they were in AEW for a bit, but I mean, that's exactly where I'd go. Bring Scarlett, bring Karrion Kross, bring those two guys in, and I think you have the formula of something very big there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they
That's all right. I'll get this, as we do have a nice little last man standing match going on right now, and I really see this as a type of match that's going to surprise us, very much like the Finn Balor Damian Priest street fight that we saw earlier in the year.
yeah, that was a fantastic match too. But who do you think takes the win in this one? I mean,
here's the big question. Is this the end of this? Because if it's the end, it needs to be Damian. But if you're going to want to continue this, which I wouldn't be shocked if they do. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think we all kind of want to see something brewing with Aleister Black. So, I mean, I kind of want to do that. But if this is the end of it, it needs to be Damian.
yeah, I kind of want to see this continue on in some form or fashion. So I'm going to give the win to Aleister Black, because I kind of feel like Aleister Black needs a couple of important wins in order to move up the roster, as it were.
Well, I think the one thing with Damian,
and I think Damian can take a loss here.
Yeah, I mean, if he takes a loss, then I want to see how they do it, because they have to be, it has to be for a reason, and it has to be something that gives you a reason to keep on caring about it. It can't just be a straight up clean win for Aleister Black.
Mm-hmm. I just saw a sign in the crowd there that was echoing our sentiments on music, on theme music earlier. Sign that said, "Bring back Jim Johnston."
And the team I was talking about was the Righteous. Dutch.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's supposedly they're on their way to the WWE.
Well, I mean, that was said months ago, and we haven't seen him yet, so I don't know how quickly that is. I mean, right now, there's a lot going on in the Indies where it might serve better for people right now to kind of have some time there.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, we thought the same thing with Talatonga and JC, and they took over a year to get here.
I mean, I think Talatonga was just a different case for a lot. Tamatonga was a little quicker.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Aleister Black has shown that he can fly.
Yeah, he flew over the table and somehow teleported back into the ring.
As he flies through Air Damien. Who I don't think charges for carry-on, so good airline.
You know who I think would be an excellent manager if Damian or if Aleister were to start a group, and if he didn't have his AEW deal as well. But I think Jake Roberts would be excellent in that role.
I'm strongly disagreeing with on there. I think Jake Roberts is. I see what he does in AEW, and I don't feel he adds much to guy. You need somebody who talks. And Jake Roberts was known for talking. He's not known for talking anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He does not move well for the modern day thing. If there's somebody that I'm going to bring in as a manager for Aleister, if I'm going kind of that, I mean,
I also thought Paul Ellering, but I think he's had his chances with WWE.
yeah, and I would say the same thing. He was I think you just need a reason to why that manager aligns or that
Mhm.
person. I mean, you know who's kind of weirdly would work with him? Tatum Paxley.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or Rosemary. Woo-hoo! Rosemary would work too.
Yeah, I like both those women.
I'm kind of surprised that Rosemary and Tatum Paxley haven't done anything together with that whole NXT TNA deal. Oh, Alistair flies again.
He
that-
skidded. He
that
skidded
it?
on the landing.
He took the red eye, I guess, and got a return flight. Looks like the bottom of his heel is just like lit up.
I totally forgot this was a last man standing match until I saw the referee count.
We've said it like 6 times since the match started.
I know, but I think that was the first time I've noticed the referee actually counting.
Oh no, he's counted a few times already. Damien just showing no mercy. Oh wait, you're we're seeing those grays on the side, man. There's a lot of blue in this arena, and it works with SmackDown. Just saying.
Yeah.
It also is quite large of a building. Oh, and a nice little standing Falcon arrow on it. I don't know if that's a table or a box or what that is, but it looks didn't have much give.
I think it's some sort of a production box of some kind. Oh, Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
We were talking about managers earlier. Maybe she's. I think it could work. At first, though, when I saw Zelina crawling over, I'm like, wait, who is this fan trying to get involved in the match here?
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, well that's definitely how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't expect fire to be introduced into this match, but
all I'm thinking is I want to go back to Halloween Havoc 98 and tell Hogan and Warrior that's how you do the fire trick.
I mean, I don't think Damian Priest expected to be torched the way he was tonight.
No.
But
I do like this pairing.
It's interesting. It's a good way to use Selena, who in the past has shown that being a manager is something she is very good at.
Mm-hmm.
But now having the confidence to do both, I mean, that's going to be very intriguing. And we're seeing the couple sing as Seth and Becky are there. We know that there is CM Punk and AJ Lee. We're seeing a little bit more in past Miz and Maurice.
Up next, Bianca and the Street Profits, possibly.
I don't think Bianca is even close to being cleared yet, sadly. Plus, I said if we saw Jade and Nia ever team, I would have loved to see B-Fab and Bianca.
Mm-hmm. But I like that finish. I really like that.
Well, I mean, there's not many better ways to finish off a broadcast than do that. But yeah, no, next week, back to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, SmackDown live from San Jose. So SmackDown is back to being live on the time we're used to.
Yeah, and only one match so far announced for next week, and that's Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
That's going to be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, so if we thought fire was one thing here, I mean, fireworks is going to go off with that one because those two guys are just going to beat the living, what, out of each other.
Yeah. All right. So, Parrish, as you give away your socials, let everyone know what you thought of the show tonight.
I thought it was very, you know what? This show was fire. Yeah. Let's just get the dad jokes out of the way. But yeah, I mean, how can you not? I mean, for what the tag match was, there wasn't a bad part of the Street Profits and Wyatts. So you have to kind of go there. It was a great transition into the MFTs and the Wyatts, so I might just stay with that. I'm looking very forward to what we'll get from Solo and his group against the Wyatt 6. So I really am left for wanting more, and I want a little bit more understanding to why the MFTs now have face paint. So I'm curious on kind of this direction of that group as well. So do that. If you want to find me, though, my Linktree is scrolling down to the bottom there, just at Chris Parrish. Yeah, and you can check me out next live, tomorrow when we do the watch along with Crown Jewel, the PLE Patrol, and then on Sundays at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Time with the Chris Parrish Podcast.
Yeah. And for me, I thought this whole show was just amazing. The Australian crowd was on fire. Throwback, yeah, it is something that they did in New Japan as the Gorillas of Destiny. That's the face paint they were wearing was the Gorillas of Destiny face paint. This whole show, the MFTs were actually in more than just one segment tonight, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, Parrish, because I know you may want to catch it.
I know. All right, I already know what went on.
Okay, so they attacked Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura too then.
I do, yes.
Okay. So it leads me to believe that they're going to have their hands in on just about everything that happens on SmackDown for the time being. With Solo obviously wanting to go after the US title one more time, and them finally gunning after the tag titles, even though it was 2 months ago they mentioned they were making plans to do that.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to see the ball roll as far as what their plans are. But if you want to find me, guys, you can find me at my Linktree, which is lanktr.ee/Chris_best83. And since we have no OMD, Parrish, I'm going to hand it over to you on ending off the show here.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to go with the whole. If you know me by now, I do my own thing. I do that, but I will say this. For us Canadians, this is the week of Thanksgiving. So I will leave everybody to say, let's wake up every day. Let's understand what we are thankful for, what we are happy is happy of what it's in our life, and appreciate that. Because when we go to sleep, always go to bed more motivated to wake up than you did the day before.
All right.
I'll be there when you're down, when you're losing your ground, till the afterglow, the afterglow. Fading away, you look so great when you gotta shine. One more part of you is gone now, as you keep smiling at the crowd. Pressure is your best enemy, spotlights show what I wanna see. Sometimes it feels like you're under attack, you just can't